Well, the round is just getting ready to start. I'm readied up this time. I'm going to be joining before the round starts. It is kind of late, and there's not that many people on. Which I guess maybe improves my odds of being a trader. I don't know. I seem to get trader more often when there's something like 60 people online and the game chooses 5 traders. Let's see. We are the chief engineer. Wonderful. Dr. Hubert Allington is our captain, and our AI is called Virus. I'm the chief engineer. This is probably the first head position that you guys have seen me play. Head positions are, at least this position, the chief engineer, pretty straightforward. You're just an engineer with head powers. And this is probably the most worthless head position on the entire station. Well, I guess he probably ties and ranks for the same position with the head surgeon. The head of personnel and the captain are much more important than both of them combined. I do have the ability to call the shuttle, but that's it. Let's see, it looks like we got an electrician or another engineer currently doing a little roll call. I'll probably have to go set up the engine all on my own. This little thing I grabbed is a compressed matter cartridge. I will be using that with the RCD. Yep, I am the CE. If you need something, just spit it out. Not much for small talk. The HOP is Gibbs Falcon. Looks like we're all evacuating the bridge pretty much at the same time. As the chief engineer, you do have access to some secure areas. You have access, of course, to every engineering location, including electronics, which I probably won't be going into at all. We also have access to EVA, which is where I'm going to grab the rest of my supplies at. I'm going to go ahead and grab a regular spacesuit, take off my hard hat here, throw it up there, and put on a regular space helmet. It acts the same as a welding helmet. I'm also going to grab the RCD out of here. The RCD is very useful in building, destroying walls, placing doors, things like that, and it uses the compressed matter cartridges as ammunition. So we'll just close that there. And, let's see, is there anything else I need from in here? No, doesn't look like it. Let's go check, well, before we go check the engine, we'll check the SMEs real quick, make sure that they're outputting energy to the various APCs around the station. Because in about 2 more minutes, power will start to fail in the main hallway. And we can turn it on at 85-35, even though we don't have the singularity on. There we go. The one on the east wing, or on the west wing, it's not as important as the one on the east wing here, I think. This one starts dropping lights, door power. The vending machines, it starts dropping their power around 6 to 7 minutes in. And this one was turned on, but it didn't have the values set up. We'll just make our way down here towards the engine room. We'll hit up the west SME on the very last, as soon as we're done scouting out this place here. Make sure they're all configured properly. I'm not sure I trust our AI called Virus, and you know, it says their power unit's configured, but only half-assedly. And there's a cloaker near sec or insec. I'm the chief engineer. I honestly don't care about chasing traders around unless they're actively causing damage to my station. And as we can see here, well, damn it, the engine is not set up. Okay, I should have put a jetpack on while I was out there. Let me go ahead and turn my internals on here. There we go, 41. Can I still grab from my tool belt? Yes, I can. Okay, so I'll just carry my tool belt in my hand for now. Put my spacesuit on. Let's go ahead and set this up. I don't know what my other engineers are doing. We might not even have any other engineers. Terrell, who spoke earlier, he could very well have been an electrician. And they don't do anything with the engine except sabotage it. So let's see. I'm not gonna weld these bottom emitters, primarily because they are not required for the containment fields to function, just so you know. You only need one emitter pointing at every field generator. Those are basically just backup ones. You really should pull them somewhere safe and kind of try to hide them just in case. Well, I guess actually never mind, it wouldn't matter. If something goes wrong with the singularity, the whole thing goes to hell. They're supposed to be for backup, but you're never going to get a chance to actually rebuild the singularity core here. But you can at least wrench them down so they don't get pulled into the singularity when it starts. There we go. And we are almost done. Just make sure this one's not facing the window or facing the door or facing any part of the station. You can aim them at various parts of the station, and the lasers that they fire will continue on until the end of the Z level. There we go. So that's all welded together. Let's go ahead and start this, and then I'll get the plasma tanks. Just part of the job. There we go. If you pick the job, you gotta do the job. Doesn't matter if you like it or not. Let's see, I can hold 3. Drop that box, 4, 5. You know what? I'm gonna drop my tank there and put my belt back on. I'm not gonna wear an oxygen tank on my belt. I'm actually gonna go get a jetpack here in a minute. And who knows what we'll do? Maybe we'll go check out the mining crews, see what they're up to. Just kind of keep my eyes on my engineers and stuff. Can't fit that in there. Okay, we've got put that in that hand and then just drag this one behind us. My backpack is full, even though there's an open spot. These units are simply too large to all be crammed in there like that. There we go. And now hopefully the station will have power for the rest of the game until someone blows something up or starts cutting wires. I may not, trying to think here. Normally as an engineer, it's too much work to fix wires that are cut all over the place, because it takes simply like one click to cut a wire, which obviously you can do really quick. You can just fly down the hallway trimming all the wires as you go, and to relay them down takes a whole lot longer. Sometimes it's not worth it. But if there's a bomb that goes off or anything like that, we will be fixing that damage, because that's something that will require our immediate attention so that crew members don't start dying. So let's also, before we head out, grab 2 stacks of metal here. Glass isn't nearly as important as metal. With metal, you patch up the floors, you rebuild walls. I'm not really going to be rebuilding windows. If a bomb goes off and takes out pretty windows all over the place, I'm not going to bother fixing it up. And the captain has got EVA bolted. Really, assistant? Anytime you try to get into EVA, people love to try to sneak in and grab stuff. Thank you, AI. I'll hit you with a flash. And that's why you always grab the flash whenever you're in the head position, because if anybody tries to go someplace they're not supposed to, just flash them in the eyes with it. I'm just gonna lower that to 30. Let's see, he wants some metal glass. Can't Can't order any? You are a quartermaster. So let's see. You know what? I'll pull him 2 stacks right here. Regular glass. Apparently we have 0 budget. And the AI was fairly cooperative, thankfully. And for some reason, shipping screwed up and gave us 0 budget. That's pretty awful. What are you doing? He is a virus. Let me out the back door. There you go. I assume he's gonna turn that into ores and send it back to CENTCOM for a little bit of money. Unfortunately, the resource market is not even close to what it used to be. You don't get nearly as much money these days. Resources are apparently in abundance now, and CENTCOM don't pay for them like they used to. Gibbs Falcon. I now hold Mr. Falcon hostage. Yippee-ki-yay, Mr. Falcon. See, there's the head surgeon, Jesse Green. There's the security guard, Doc Holliday. So fucking retarded. The doctor. I want to go ahead and check on our mining crew. See what they're up to. See if we even have a mining crew. If we don't, well, if we don't, we don't. Even if we do have a mining crew, it's very unlikely that they'll actually be sending any ores back to the station. So, it's pretty much the same thing regardless. There we go. So what's going on in the station? I haven't been following chat. I normally don't. I normally just read it in bursts. Don't be alarmed. So Dr. Hubert Allington has given Mr. Gibbs boo, there he is. So Terrell has Dr. Allington's ID. That's where he is, okay. Just place that there. I'm going to assume that he hasn't set up the mining. Nope. We're going to be running out of power soon. So we'll just drag the ore from the crates here onto the furnaces. Load the furnaces up with ore. Turn them on. Furnaces are turned on. And we'll switch the lights to off. Switch the environment to off. And just leave the power on. Do I have a multi-tool? Nope, didn't grab one, unfortunately. Let's see, this is on. We'll bump this actually up to... I think that's probably way too much. Just how about 8,000 is probably the max power that you're going to be getting out of those units. But you want to bump this up to about 3,500. Because once the machinery here starts running, it drains a whole lot of power. But with the lights turned off, well, it'll probably save a whole lot of power too. So he's getting ready to leave. There's not too much going on around the station. We could go on a little exploration adventure. I haven't done that yet. I've done that in another video, but I haven't actually uploaded it because I don't want to give away a whole bunch of the secrets out there until they get changed and are regulated to the pages of history. Yeah, I guess we won't go out space exploring. Sorry, guys. If I did that, I wouldn't get to upload this video for a while. I've still got a couple space exploration videos that I'm just setting on, waiting till I can torment you guys with footage that'll be out of date. So let's see. We'll do a few more laps around the station. Maybe we'll go check out Zeta. Changeling in the crew quarters. Huh. You know what, we'll fly around the station, actually. If there's a changeling going on, I want to see if there's any bodies that have been vented out into space. Looks like Terrell back there is getting hassled by a security guard. I'm not going to bother with the solars. We don't need that much energy, unless the singularity escapes or something. Let's see, right click on the jetpack, toggle it on, and now we can fly around. If you don't right click and toggle that on, you should know that by now, but if you don't toggle it on, you won't be able to fly around. You'll just float through space. So far there's no hull breaches out here, there's no bodies stuck to the edge. So far all signs on the station point towards a calm, wonderful round. Crew, I advise you not to allocate my tracking resources with such mundane tasks as opening doors. The AI is trying to focus on tracking that changeling, probably. I don't see the research director or anything. Let's see, can the chief engineer? Surely he can. I think the chief engineer can go through these doors to get onto Zeta. Yeah, the airlocks. There we go. You gotta kick down the door and say boo. Anything suspicious going on? We got Mesa Everglade. I don't have to go anywhere. Let's see, we got Monty Richard. You're suspicious. All of Zeta is suspicious. He's the RD and I'm the CE. Awesome. A meeting of the heads. Even though I don't think all of the other head is there. Let's see. The bridge, secure. The captain's room, secure. All of the windows are still intact there. Riot room still held together. Well, I think we're done flying around the outside of the station. There's no hull breaches. We're not venting any atmosphere out into space. There's no bodies, you know, out there that somebody's just thrown into space. The only sign of danger we've even had is that changeling that's been spotted, and they don't really cause much damage to the station, honestly. I want a status update on that changeling. Did it get taken care of, or was it left free to roam around? 2 free hand teleporters in the bar. Somebody's tripping fire locks. I think the switch for this one, right here. There we go. Damn it, and somebody triggered that one too. There we go. Fire locks are mostly just a pretty big nuisance. There goes the captain. I don't know what the hell they're doing. CE does not have access to medbay. Should have known that. Otherwise, I'd have opened that door for that elderly gentleman. A hand tally. Yeah, he said there was 2 free ones in here. I'll grab mine. Why not? It beats being stranded somewhere with no way to make portals. If they're just going to be laying around. I'm just guessing there's not many people on. Freaking weird old man. Wonder what he's gathering supplies for. How's my singularity doing? Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. If it's changing this round, might actually be slow enough I could actually take a break recording and not miss anything. Go get a drink or something. Oh, hopefully they get that bastard. Let's see, my tank pressure is fine. Why is the door welded? Why are the bolts dropped? Sorry, no changelings allowed. I think they've got the changeling in there. They've got somebody in handcuffs. They've got some guy named Jack Golem. Is that it? Is that the damn changeling? Is the CE? I don't have access, do I? No. CE is left out of security areas like that, unfortunately. I don't have access to the detectives. Probably just the captain, head of... Well, there's probably 4 people that can get in there. Into the detective's office. I am not one of them. Captain just spaced himself with a hand telly. Oh, God, Captain. I'm guessing the captain is dead. They said that he spaced himself with a hand teleporter. Damn it. So our captain is dead out there somewhere. I'm half tempted to go look for him. But honestly, there's a million different places in space you could be out there. Let's see what we got going on the bridge. I can go into the head of personnel's room. That's neat. Can I open his locker? Yes, I can. Rummage through his stuff. Spare IDs. Got a flash in there. Probably polite to lock it after you unlock it. Money, ATMs and stuff.
May I have your attention, please? Please do not leave.
Can't go into the captain's room.
Unattended anywhere on the station.
Who's been in here?
Are likely to be removed without warning.
Oh, that's right, I forgot to put my magnetic boots on and somebody stole them. Yeah, you start with a pair of magnetic boots in here that'll stop you from being pulled around in space, blown around by the winds. I'm guessing because of the latex gloves and the black boots that the head surgeon came in here and put them on. That's fine by me. They're useful, but it's not game-changing or anything. Unless you plan on building around the singularity for some reason. AI, where is the changeling? Surely they didn't try to brig the bastard. They did. Fools. The AI is doing its best to maintain the alien threat. Make no mistake, the changeling is not a human life form. The AI does not have to have any love at all for a changeling. Can't get in through that door either, damn. Put him in solitary and roast him alive. I'll go get the barbecue sauce. Say, if they're gonna put it in the solitary room, I'll grab a plasma tank. There's the killing crew in there. And, damn. I was gonna say move it to disposal, but it looks like they're already taking care of it. Ah, shit, it's up. And it's knocked unconscious. Here, let's go open these doors here. There we go. And Gibbs fly out the back there. So rest in hell, changeling. We'll salute his corpse. Got an electrician with the captain's ID and EVA. Is that Terrell? More importantly, why is this open? Yeah, it's Terrell. So far, Terrell is the only one I've heard the captain say that he was giving permission to wear his ID at. Crew, we may have a problem, Virus says. What is it, AI? Besides a little bit of lag right now. I think there might be a song loading. Or a big bomb going off, one of the two. Holy shit. Did the singularity just explode? Damn headset. I'm fairly certain that it... Holy shit. I'm going to actually abandon station. Okay, you know what? Somebody's already asking for it. I was gonna run a little democratic vote on who wanted to see the shuttle called, but I'm guessing it's gonna be everyone at this point. I'm the chief engineer. I'll give the AI permission to call it. However, just in case it doesn't, I'm gonna try to hobble my ass down there. I just did confirm it. Okay. Yeah, the whole station is going to be quickly depressurizing and losing air. The entire inner ring has been breached. Okay. Log in here. Please tell me we have comm dishes. What is it? Do I not know what is going on? Is it broken? I actually think that it is. AI, please open this door. Otherwise, I'll be forced to use the RCD to tear it down. I have a feeling that the comms computer down there was sabotaged. And that's why I couldn't get the comm master program to actually load up. Okay, let's put that in there. Make sure to check it right. The caps doesn't matter. Why can I not run comm master? Unable to run comm master. Any ideas? I've actually never seen that before. I don't know how to build a computer from scratch. There we go, the AI can call it. I'll just grab the captain's spare ID there. And actually, no, I'm going to keep it in my pocket. We're going to use it to launch the shuttle. Thanks, AI, for calling it. Jesse? I'm guessing you're the head surgeon? Yeah. He's the one with my boots on. Good lord, look at the damage. I'm actually gonna run around with my spacesuit. The entire inner ring has just been shredded as the singularity went critical. Bathrooms are still safe. They're going to have air for the foreseeable future, and I would guess that they'll continue to have heat as well. Does anyone not have internals? I might be able to scrounge some up and take them to people. Terrell says it's safe in electronics. That is far enough away from the blast zone. There's Jed Sealis. They're all pulling. He's pulling bots out of a box. There's no amount of robots that can fix the damage done here. Let's take a look. We'll fly around the ring here. I'm kind of curious just how bad this damage is, to be honest. Every single firelock is down too. Completely shredded the walls there. You know what? Let's just pop one of these girders out. Instead of having to hassle with the airlocks every 5 feet. Just kick that out there. Let's fly around. Oh man, it shredded the support beams that hold the singularity into place all the way up to the hull of the space station. There's still some spacesuits left here. You know what? We're gonna throw those straight up that way. Just in case anybody sees them. Goddamn space wind. This is CE though. The space wind is why you always try to grab your boots. Grab that, you bastard. Pick it up. There we go. We got somebody dead here. Who is that? Malcolm Stamos, an engineer, insulated gloves on, a dull, lifeless look in his eyes. He was real close to the singularity when it exploded. I'm surprised there weren't alarm sirens or anything that went off. Okay. I don't think there's anything left of the singularity at all. Even though as I say that, I'll probably run right into it. Okay, put that suit in there. I have to probably drag the other one behind me. There we go. Yeah, just pull it around. There's got to be a place to enter. There we go. And we'll just drop these suits off up here by arrivals. Maybe for it's gone is what it is. Singularity no longer exists. There we go. Drop that suit there, drop that suit there, and let's see, we'll throw this suit right there. I have a feeling the captain sabotaged the singularity somehow before he abandoned the ship here and left us all for dead. You know, level 5 biohazard has just broke out on the ship. What is level 5? I actually don't know. I've seen level 7 before, and that was Berserker. Is 5 Blob or Kudzu or something like that? Not entirely sure, damn it. Blob is coming out of the toilet. told you assholes to flush. This is what happens when you don't flush. Damn it. Looks like Pimp Paxton is currently fighting it with a welding tool or something. Here's the crew. Pretty much, well, there's a lot of survivors actually. Kind of surprised, and everybody's in spacesuits too. Anyone wounded or trapped out there? Perhaps a changeling trying to set a trap in the very last minutes here. There's another person. Jed Sealis. Now we can write the captain off. He's gone forever. There's no telling where that portal sent him and where he floated off to. Maybe he'll land on some distant asteroid and make his nest there. Woo, and I am burning up. Am I on fire? Why is that hallway so damn hot? Good lord. We have a health analyzer in here. I'd like to check my body temperature out. Maybe it's because I just ran. No, this suit should have protected me. My body temperature is 622 degrees Fahrenheit. Now it's slowly going down. Oh man. I don't know how I'm not cooked right now. Chief Engineer Steak. There's Terrell, aka Dr. Hubert Allington. I wonder if the captain really gave him. Yeah, I saw the captain give him permission, so surely he didn't kill the captain and then take his ID. Just a nice peaceful little gathering here of all available crew members. Let's see, we've got Old Kadaro, Doc Holliday, Ava Boxtool, Jesse Guess, Ernst Bolov, Terrell Huberton, Pimp Paxton, and Maurice Strange. Not much we can do at this point. Yeah, that's pretty much what the chief engineer does. You didn't get to watch me fix a bomb hole for 20 minutes, unfortunately. But you will, I'm sure. Because there's probably going to be a few more chief engineer rounds on the way. I'd like to get trader as chief engineer and just show you guys how easy it can be as a trader. And normally why I don't pick head positions. Simply due to the access they've got. You saw me, I walked in, got a spacesuit, picked up the RCD. Yeah. With the RCD and a spacesuit, you can have anything you want. You can change the AI's laws. Yeah. It's weak acid. It's weak acid, old man. Hey. Quit attacking him. Ava Boxtool transforms. There's probably a changeling somewhere around here. I can't tell if people... I know that he didn't actually spit acid, but she might have actually transformed. Everybody file on. Poor Pimp Paxton. I'm going to go ahead and authorize with my ID. There we go. Authorize that. And I do have the captain's spare ID here. I picked that up. So, can I authorize with that too? Yep, we're out of here. Sorry, pimp. Sorry, pimp. You get to actually stay there and work the station for a while longer. So the changeling was the monkey that was gibbed. Nice try, changeling. Changeling is one of the harder trader roles there is. Okay, who's the flasher? I think it's the old man here. Can I get him real quick? There we go. I think we got him. We should have flashed him there, and we'll try to pull him to space in these last few seconds. Jan, you might have noticed I don't really care about the score. Forget the score. I never look at it. Too busy trying to stay alive and get my last second real bustings in. So, good job, crew, catching that changeling. A falling stun baton. And a class 14 meteor shower. Awesome.
You want to put a banging donk on it.